Good evening, it's 7 o'clock. We're going to open the meeting of the Auburn Conservation Commission for Wednesday, July 26, 2017 at 7 p.m. Before we continue, this meeting is being recorded and is going to be broadcast at another time on www.auburnguide.com. And I need to ask, is anybody audio or video recording this meeting tonight? Okay, with that, would I have a motion to open the 7 o'clock public hearing for JW Land Development Notice of Intent for 22 and 24 Whitman Bailey Drive, Auburn, Mass.
So make silly motion.
Second?
Second.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Good evening, Mr. Stellmark.
Good evening.
I have big shoes to fill tonight.
I know.
Definitely.
How is everyone?
For him, his old hat, you know?
Justin Stellmark here for JW Land and Development for the meeting that was continued from last time regarding the NOI for Lot 12.
Just was on a site, on a site visit?
Yes, we did.
Yes, we went on a site
yeah.
visit 2 Saturdays ago. Carolyn, Allison, myself, and Mr. Garland, and we took a look at everything, and everything seemed to be in order.
Okay.
Those next two parcels, the 22 and 24, was right next to it.
Correct. And from what we gathered, we saw, basically, I believe your dad ran out of blue tape, so he used green tape or something for summer.
Yes,
But you could pretty much follow the profile of the other trees next to it.
Yep.
And the wetlands in the back.
Yep. Yeah, so we used the green ribbon was for the trees we were going to take. The orange ribbon, there was those few trees that after we saw where the house was actually going to be located, which was those 2 big stakes in the end, towards the back. Those are the ones that were just over the 50-foot buffer.
Okay.
That we were asking to have removed as well. And then we would replant that same number of trees somewhere else on the subdivision.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good. Excellent. Are there any questions from
I
the
was
board?
just wondering, what do you replant? What do you choose to replant? What kind of trees?
What we found, we haven't come to a final determination. I mean, we can, once we figure it out, more than welcome to come before the board and have you guys approve it first.
Okay.
What we were thinking of in some of the areas where we want to provide a little more privacy, they're called green giants. They're evergreen trees. They start off about 8 to 12 feet high, and they'll grow up to 40 feet. They'll grow 3 to 5 feet in a year.
Wow.
So we figured we'd plant some of those, especially between some of the single-family houses and the subdivision, just to give both parties a little more privacy.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know, so that's what we were thinking. But if there's any other recommendations, you know, we're certainly open to it too from the board.
Have
What
you
do those
used-
resemble? Is it like a
It's
hemlock or abravite or is it
I'm
white
not
pine?
sure
They're not.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, all I know is it's evergreen. It's if you
Evergreen.
plant them far
Yeah.
apart, then they'll get
Evergreens.
extremely wide, or you can plant them close together,
Mhm.
and they'll make more of a hedge and grow into each other.
Okay.
Yeah.
Our thought was to plant them wider, you know,
Yeah.
still to give that privacy, but to give it more of a natural feel.
Yeah.
So we don't really want the
So it's
hedge.
evergreen right down to the ground,
Yes, it is.
little Christmassy tree?
Yes,
type of
yes.
thing?
Okay.
Yeah,
So that would be
40-foot Christmas
on
tree.
either, that would be on either side of the, we had 18, 20, so you'd be putting it right there, some right there, sort of hedge, and then on the other side is the 20 and 24, 22 and 24 be together, right?
Yes.
Similar to 18 and 20.
Yes, it'll be the same exact building.
Okay.
As far as planting them in between, we want to make sure there's enough space to put them
Sure.
there. If not, then we would, you know, select another area in the subdivision. Again, you know, we can come to the board before we do
Okay.
that.
Okay.
Not to be picky, I was at the site, there was sort of a larger tree that was gonna stay. And sort of like the furthest, the back row, there was maybe 2 trees and sort of closest to the wetland. One really adjacent to that larger tree that was gonna stay. Is there any consideration to maybe keeping some of those, the little trees in the back that would end up not really giving you much more? It seemed like you weren't gonna be gaining much just for those, like the very back 2 trees with the 1 tree being remaining.
I have to see the specific trees you're talking about. You know, what we were trying to achieve is just give the maximum backyard.
So just cutting them
and
all down.
The
Within
ones
the
that we had
50.
marked, because we used, they're behind lot number 20. Is kind of, the silt fence now comes to a point.
Yeah.
And so we're just trying to smooth that out and blend those 2 yards together. I mean, if you have an idea where those trees were.
Like it seemed like maybe there was a tree. This doesn't seem.
Right
I
now,
believe
right
they're-
now the hay bales run basically right here, and so it was this little section
Okay.
is what we had marked, because right now the hay bales are almost right up against the back of the proposed
Right.
building.
Yes. You know, it was just an observation because it seemed like, you know, why does that little tree next to it need to get cut down if there's going to be a huge one literally right next to it? So, I mean, just look at it when you're out there.
Okay.
I'm not particularly going to be super
Okay.
picky
I think-
about
I
a
think
tree,
it's a
but
Yeah, I'm just looking at the space on it. I see
It's just-
31.9 feet from the back to this. So
Mike just said I should ask about it.
Yeah.
So,
Well,
Yeah, I mean, if it was certainly a, if you want, I don't know if you're available during the day, you know, we could take a look at those trees. If it's right next to a large tree,
well,
and
it's, yeah, I feel bad. I don't want to be like, oh my gosh, this tree, not that tree, or all, you know, so I didn't want to be too picky about it, but it was just, I was curious if there was any give or take to, you know, if you really needed all of them down, or if there was any compromise, I guess, specifically with the way they were oriented.
no, we simply took the new hay bale line,
Right.
and we just marked
Yeah.
everything in
Right.
front of that, you
That's
know.
what it seemed like.
I wouldn't be opposed to it, as far as keeping it, as long as we didn't feel it was a danger
I
to
think if
falling on the house, which I think in this area, I don't think there were.
they seemed to
any.
be straight,
Yeah,
yeah.
okay.
I think if they were leaning, it would have been like,
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna bring this
They
up,
weren't.
but I just thought I would ask.
So how would you like us to go about identifying, or will it be pretty
I think,
straightforward when I get out there and I see the large tree that you're
I
speaking of
think
right
you'll
there?
see it.
Okay.
It was like one large tree and then two little ones, and they were the closest back to the wetland. Just take a look at it.
Okay.
If it seems like something, you know, I don't,
So they're tagged now, they're.
They are right now,
Yeah.
yeah, but they're right next to a large tree.
yeah, it was just like,
Anyway, mark 'em.
of course.
I just don't, I wouldn't want to say, oh yeah, we'll leave them and then
Right.
accidentally
And I don't wanna
take the
make
wrong
you-
ones.
I don't want to make you
Yeah.
leave them either. You know, it's sort of, I don't know, I just wanted to bring it up.
Okay.
I didn't see any problem. Okay, we're good.
Okay. With that, could I have a motion to close the hearing?
I make a motion that we close the hearing for JW Land Development. Notice of intent.
Okay. And a second?
Look at that.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
It's a vote. And
Okay, we just have to sign this.
We're good.
Sure.
Make sure it's
Thank you.
typed up and did it.
being that this is the only hearing tonight, we can probably give you the order of conditions tonight.
Sure.
Oh,
Issue
perfect.
tonight.
That'd be great.
Excellent.
You guys check
You
out all
gonna do it
the
now, or are you gonna?
replication areas?
We did, we
We
were
did,
able to
we
see
did.
some of it, yeah.
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 That's,
So
it's come in nice.
It's fine.
Did we need one of these?
Yeah, actually, since we don't have, I mean, I suppose we could do that now and then do the minutes afterwards.
Sure.
Do the minutes
Okay.
after, sure. Take care, Justin. It's all yours.
It's all mine?
It's all
You're gonna
yours.
Let me chair and make the...
Absolutely,
Wow, okay.
absolutely. Such authority.
All right. I make a motion that we issue an order of conditions for JW Land Development, notice of intent for construction of duplex dwelling at 22 and 24 Whitman Bailey Drive. Standard order plus 1, 2, 3, let's go application 4, 5, don't believe there's riprap on that, sorry. 8.
Did you say 6? I'm sorry.
No, he
I
did
did
not.
not, because I said 5.
Okay, so
Five,
it's
5 to
6,
8.
5 to 8.
5 to 8.
Okay.
9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and I believe that's it.
I think so. So we have, repeat them. Sheila?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
Excellent.
And that one.
Okay, so
Plus the standard order. Good.
someone wants to second that?
Oh, I'll second that. Receive the standard order.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. It's a vote.
Okay. So I'll hopefully get that typed up for you
You're
by
good.
tomorrow,
All right, thank you guys very much.
Thank you.
okay?
So what's the time frame on it? Where do you progress from here?
We're looking to get started as soon as possible because we do have 22 sold and they're eager to get in.
Really?
Yes.
Wow, that's
Wow.
great.
But what I'd like to do, I'll go there first thing in the morning and I'll try to identify those 2 trees. Is it best if I get that over to you to make sure that we're looking at the
Okay.
same trees? Is that the best way I should
So
proceed?
you're gonna take a
Honestly,
picture of it,
it's
Justin,
fine.
and then send it to me, and then I can forward, you can
It's
forward it?
fine.
If that's,
I trust you, I just wanted to
Okay.
bring it up.
all right. All right.
I'm happy that you're replanting
They're
somewhere
identical,
else.
Okay.
identical to 1820 then? The
Same
type,
exact
set
unit,
up
yes.
whatever the name of the
Yes, the sergeant unit. yeah.
sergeant.
Yes.
Okay. That's good.
All right.
Excellent.
Thank you very much.
Thank you,
Have a great
Justin.
night.
Okay, take
Thanks,
care.
Justin.
You too.
Say hello to your father.
I will.
Okay.
See you later.
Okay. Here is the sheet to sign.
Thank you.
Okay.
Signature gets worse every day.
I received a copy of the meeting minutes for 7/12/17 by email, and I believe I just had one correction. It was,
Yeah,
I think
did
I
do
added
that
up.
one.
was it a pronoun? I don't even
Where
remember.
was
It was as you wanted me
It
to
was
do.
as, yeah.
Yeah, I did
And
that.
basically, that was all I could find.
Yeah.
So these are the corrected ones? This is corrected?
Yeah, no, this is not
This is
correct.
not
This one's not, that one should be.
Okay, yeah, this is one.
This
No,
will
same
say,
here.
Allison as a member.
Okay. Okay, we just approve them.
Okay.
I make a motion that we approve the minutes of the July 12th meeting as corrected.
Have a second?
Second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
It's a vote. Okay.
Right.
We're good.
The next meeting is August 9th, 2017.
Have an agenda.
Sheila, we still have Barbarello hydrograss. I believe we're going to leave that on the agenda.
Yes, we
There
are.
may be some concerns, okay.
Yeah,
Is anything happening there?
I haven't heard
I
anything.
Yeah, no, no, no.
No, haven't either.
So we just have Marty Reisner coming in at the next meeting, so I guess we probably can't
That's
discuss
right
that
now.
because it's
Okay.
public hearing out yet, but
Okay, with that being said, could I have a motion to adjourn?
Make a motion that we adjourn?
A second?
Second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
It's a vote.